When you have to move the Trailblazer, but the transmission is toasty, you whip out the V-Dub Routown. On today's episode of Watch Chair Go, unfortunately, we're not working on BMWs. We're working on a Chevy Trailblazer, also an Isuzu Ascender, also the Saab 9-7, also, what else? It was basically everything, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it the SRX? I don't think it was. The SRX is its own platform or something. But the general Chevy SUV that became everything, and the GMC Envoy.
Oh yeah.
and
the Buick, whatever.
Probably.
Yeah.
What is going on, guys? I'm Watch Chair Go, and today we're working on an Isuzu Ascender. It's a car, and it has a transmission that is 100% worthless. We don't know what's wrong with it actually, but we got this as a project somebody was working on, and they couldn't afford to buy a new car, and they asked if we would help out. So what they did was give us a truck and a transmission from LKQ that they spent 300 bucks on.
Yep.
And we're gonna swap it out. It is four-wheel drive, so double the annoying, actually. That's not good. That's not good. It's something that you don't need in Kansas and makes our life miserable changing this transmission. But here's what we got. Let's pop the hatch open here. We've got bad hatch struts. We know that. They're already coming down.
I'll hold that open for you.
All right, we got a transmission. We have some fluid from O'Reilly's. We got
Hey, careful, man.
Oh,
That's
bottles of Dex 4, 6, trans filter, pan gasket, torque converter. All we got to do is unload and do a little bit of stabbing today. Handle, huh?
Yeah.
That's fancy. Oh, okay.
Oh, and we need to clear those lines.
We do. Cooler flush. Cool. So I think we've got everything we need. Huge shout out to John for letting us borrow his lift, because
thanks, John.
This is not fun without a lift. A little bit of CRC knocker loose on all of our exhaust bolts, because apparently we have to drop this whole section of exhaust just so we can get this transmission out, and that's only because you can't get to the transmission cooler lines without dropping the exhaust. So soaked everything, should make life easy. O2's got to come out. It looks like this thing's been leaking for some amount of time, and by some I mean a very long time, but should make it easy to get the bolts out, especially bolts from the trans into the transfer case. Also, don't forget to head on over to shop.watchjargo.com and get in on the pre-sale for the gold foil shirt. It's a limited time shirt, and they don't even get made until there's a whole bunch of orders. So head on over there, get your order in, and get them before they're... All right, got the exhaust bolts out. That was a job by itself, and it's really just 5 15s in the O2 sensor, but it ended up taking forever because this stuff all rusts together every single time. We're gonna get the trans jack under the tranny pan here, and then once it's lifted just a little bit, pop this cross member off. All right, there's our trans support. Nice. Give it one more hit. More. Okay, that's it. It's lifted up the car. And now we can just take our 15s on the big impact. It might be 13s, but okay, 15s. I had to break out the large Milwaukee machine to get all these bolts off that are up on the header.
If I haven't told you this, I love this tool.
It's the greatest tool. So we've got 8 bolts to pull out of the cross member. We can pull that down, get the trans mount off, and then get the exhaust out of the way. It might be a 13. You can't just throw one 13 in a mix of 15s. Okay, and then I need something so I can get up in here and pop the trans mount. So we got the cross member out, the transmission mount is off, and the exhaust is ready to come down. All the bolts are out of it, so let's give it a wiggle and a jiggle. It may or may not clear. There it goes. Now we have access to our cooler lines and everything we needed to get to. Progress update, just finished getting this side done. Gabe's working on that side. I got the transfer case nuts out right there a second ago. So T-case is ready to slide backwards. Transmission, we've got obviously most of the bolts to do. The bottom ones are out, the side bolts are loose. We gotta get the front ones. Cooler lines are close. And of course we've got that last wiring harness right there. And I just pulled the gear indicator harness and the actual shifter cable. So we're pretty close. We're actually down to what, four bolts, but those 4 bolts will probably take 2 hours. So that's our next update in 2 hours. New converter opened up. Here is our box. Let me move my filter and pan gasket and all that sauce here. Here's our box of fluid. It's time to fill the converter. So we gotta get 1 quart in this guy. Okay, the fill procedure. Fill it till it gets to the top. Wait for it to drain down and do it again. Now all we have to do is throw the other one on here, stab it back in, it's not that big of a deal, and go find this gasket that we definitely do not have. So we need this transfer case gasket that is very, very missing. So I'm gonna start making some calls, see if we can find that gasket, and then we'll clean up all the mating surfaces and start installing the new one. I'm telling you guys, 2-wheel drive. This is like a 2-hour job on a 2-wheel drive, and I think we're 3 or 4 in on this one, which is way too long. That's got to be past book time, I guess. First, before we start putting the new one back in, we got to flush this thing out. So we got a can of trans flush here, and here it goes. Oh yeah, oh, there goes the explosion of fluid. Oh, it's fogging out. There was so much metal in the trans fluid. I let out. I turned the can off like 30 seconds ago and it's still coming out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's all over me.
Yeah, it's coming out this backside too.
It was all full of metal shavings, so we definitely had to flush the trans cooler, and now I have to clean my hands in case there's anything in here. Soaked right through my gloves. Converter time. So, did the fluid fill, we got a full quart in it. Here we go. Try to do this without spilling it, which means I gotta go fast. Here.
Did he make it?
There's a chance?
Did he make it?
So, there's a whole lot of work to get this done though. It got like 1 clunk, and we got, there's another one. It actually might be all the way in, because I can hear like a little bit of a grind. Dun ta-da! I think it's good. Yeah. All right, all of our tests are complete here. All right, we did skip all of the work, honestly, on camera. It was too much to be messing with the camera in this job, but you guys understand what happens. And now we're ready to stick the exhaust back in and stick the crossmember in, and I think we can drive this thing out of here. We did also, I mean, obviously we didn't show any of this fun stuff, but we just changed the pan gasket and the filter, and we got to refill the trans. Torque converter's filled. I mean, we're ready to go. Oh, new gasket up in between the transfer case and the transmission. We had to go on a shopping mission, of course. And we also had to replace the bushing on the transmission dipstick. Josh and Elliot also went on a mission, and they went and got the little bushing that holds the shift selector cable to the actual transmission lever there. So everything's hooked up, all the wiring's hooked up, all the lines are hooked up. All we gotta do now is fluid fill this thing. We could do it now, but we're gonna go ahead and finish up the exhaust, get in this cross member, and then we're ready to go drive. I hope. We hope it works. LKQ, we're counting on you. This LKQ transmission, so it's got a warranty. Let's get to it. Last thing here.
Boys, let's get to it.
Well, we might have to lift this up again.
Woo! God, you're a beast.
It had to be done.
Are you Mr. Beast?
I am not Mr. Beast. I clearly wish I was. There's no free money being given away in this video. Only free labor. And now we just need to slide in the cross member, which is actually a huge pain because of this thing.
Yeah, so we have to hook this on the...
And I think we had to slide the whole exhaust back and then slide it back into this bracket. So I guess we're ready to do that. You ready?
I'm ready.
Cross member went in.
Yes.
And now all the dirt fell in my face right at the same time. But we're good.
You didn't do the safety squint.
The safety squints were not enabled.
No.
So now there's 4 bolts that go in here, which are a huge pain. We got to lift everything. 4 bolts here, and then like 8 more bolts,
4, and then
2 more in the trans.
5 here, 2 in the trans.
This is actually the most annoying part of the whole thing. If a 2-wheel drive cross member is just like 6 bolts total, even the mount, and it takes like 30 seconds, and this is. And maybe, do we blame Isuzu? Who do we blame?
So I was walking around the shop here and I noticed we have a little friend. Look at him go. What should we name him? Fuzzy?
His name's Threat Level Midnight.
Yep. I scared him. Sorry, little guy. Why did you do that? Oh, I didn't mean to.
Now, all we gotta do, put some fluid in this thing. All right. 2003 Isuzu Ascender transmission fluid capacity.
I found this on the web.
No way she knows.
She has to bail.
She's stumped. She didn't even say anything.
She just disappeared. Driving the Ascender. All right, so we've actually taken it out for the first 2 little drive and check periods here, and it seems to be running really well for the most part. It feels great. Feels like a GM transmission. Shifts like a 4L60. Come on, here's the shift. There it is. Like quarter throttle, 8th throttle. It's running great. We're done with this. It's going back to its owner, and hopefully they can enjoy it for another 30, 50,000 miles before it eats another transmission. But yeah, as you know, it's coming. They're always coming. So hopefully this one lives a little while. Drove all the way back to the house. So I'd say that's a success, huh?
It made it.
Now we just have to give those back to that guy.
Yep.
That is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit up shopwatchjrgo.com and pick up your gold foil shirt. And please like, share, subscribe. Do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. My hoodie is soaked in oil.
Yeah.
And I think we're all just soaked in oil.
We are completely soaked in oil.
Drive's fine. That's what matters.
It's only the,
Well, it's about 1,000% better.
You know, I knew you were going to say that. I was trying to come up with something a little more snappy.
1,000% better is always good.
But
I mean,
in this case,
previously
literally,
it did not move. Now it does move.
it was a paperweight that leaked everywhere. In fact,
we should actually show this to you guys. Take a gander. That is the leak from this transmission. It's a good 3 feet. Oh, you don't have to lay in it. Okay,
I'm not laying in it.
Okay,
Screw
it's person sized actually. Whew. Big leak. All right. Well, now your driveway will stay clean too.
It's completely
hopefully
dry.
Is he getting this back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Cool. Glad to have it gone.
Yes.